What is up, guys? Welcome back to Fable Tales. As we continue our story here with part 2 today, and hey, if you missed part 1, I highly recommend going back and watching that. The link will be down in the description below. Or if you want to go back and see the intro and beginning and pretty much how we got here to part 2, and it sets up the entire world, so I highly recommend going back and watching that first and then coming back and meeting us here for part 2. And hey, also, if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel, and also if you enjoy today's episode, smash that like button for us, for it will help out the channel and the algorithm. But let's not waste any more time, for let's continue our story here with the Tale of Master Prime and the Last Jedi, part 2. Master Prime and his Jedi students begins now. The Jedi Temple is away from the city, for no one can know that there are Jedi here on this planet. For if they did, they would be killed. You see, Master Prime was able to build the temple with the credits that his mother had left him in her will. She made good money, for she worked at the city's largest corporation and the tallest skyscraper in the city, over 2 miles in the sky. The company is Cyber 6 Logistics, a great efficient flow of goods coming and going on and off the planet. For she left him over 1 million credits and the deed to the land where he would go on to build his Jedi temple. As for the locals, they believe it's just a school for children, and they believe Master Prime is not Master Prime but Mr. Prime, and he's just an old school teacher. But once again, no one truly knows what goes on here in this facility, in this temple, for they can't, or they would not survive. Students, today I will teach you the Force. But Master, have you not been teaching us? Not all of it, young Caleb. I've been holding you back. Even young Malachi. But no more. From now on, I will teach each and every one of you the full power of the Force, for you will need it. But Master, no buts. In time you will understand, but the time is not now. For now we train. From that day forward, Master Prime students trained 10 hours a day. The first hour of every day would be meditating, clearing your mind for the rest of the day. Hour 2 would be physical training, running, push-ups, pull-ups, etc. Hour 3 would be working on balance and agility. Master Prime wanted to make sure that they had it all. The 3 hours after that would be lightsaber training. Master Prime really made sure that their skills was honed in with their lightsaber. And then the 3 hours after that would be Master Prime now teaching them the full version of the Force. And then Master Prime would have them end each training session with a 1-hour meditation to clear your mind from everything that had happened that day. And then it would be tomorrow, and it starts all over again. The days would follow the same, and then the same again, until now 1 month has passed since this new training has begun. Young Caleb comes to Master Prime before training one morning. As Caleb knocks on the door, a soft but deep voice answers back, "You may enter." As Caleb enters the room, he says, "Master, I just wanted to say that I believe we are all improving." Even young Malachi has improved so much in so little time. And I just wanted to say thank you from all of us for teaching us and being such a great master. Master Prime chuckles a bit and says, "Sit down, young Caleb. You see that sculpture?" Yes. May I ask who it is of, Master?" "You may ask. It is a sculpture of my late mother. She died years ago now. She once told me, 'My boy, this galaxy will not always be kind to you. You will not always have good days, and you will face trials and tribulations, but you, my boy, are strong. For one day, you will help others, for you have a special gift. Use it for good. One day you will save the ones you love." The room goes quiet for a moment, and then young Caleb says, "Master, that was so kind of your mother to say, and I believe her. Don't you, Master?" "I once did, Caleb. Somewhere or sometime through the years, I have stopped believing it's true. I just don't know anymore. I want to be that same little boy that my mother saw in me all those years ago. I want to save you all, but I don't know if I can." "But Master, from what? Our training is going better than ever. We are getting faster, stronger, and our abilities in the Force are getting better by the day. Is there something wrong, Master?" No. Just a tired old man, Caleb. I've been keeping my eye on you and the others, for you are turning into a great leader. I'm proud of you, young Caleb. Do you remember the day when I found you and your brother Kanan?" "Yes, Master, I do. I saw in you that day what I do now, for you will make a great master one day." "That means a lot, Master. Thank you. Now go meet with the others. You don't want to be late. Training begins in 10 minutes. Yes, Master." As Caleb now joins the others, one of the High Five Jedi, Jacob, "What was all that about?" Caleb replies, "Just me and Master Prime planning out today's training." As Jacob replies back, "Oh, is it going to be different?" Caleb says, "No, but if you come one more time and last like you have been in the sprint, he just might change it for you." As the other students laugh, Jacob says, "That's not funny." And as the other students continue laughing, Caleb says, "It seems to be funny for everyone else." After training that day, Caleb told the High Five to meet in 1 hour under the temple. This was their secret spot that they had meetings in most days after trainings. Caleb is the leader of the High Five, with his brother Kanan second in command, followed by Gabriel, Jacob, and Fable. There are over 20 students in the academy, but these are the top 5 students in the temple. So Caleb created the group and he named them the High Five, and it just kind of stuck, and they've been going ever since. As Caleb was talking to the others, he said, "Something was off today with Master Prime." His brother Kanan replies, "Like what?" Caleb replies back, "Well, we spoke before training and he talked about his mother." Gabriel now replies back, "He has never spoken of his mother." Caleb replies back to Gabriel saying, "I know, and then he even told me a story about her. And then after, he just seemed to be heartbroken. Fable now jumps in and says, I feel something else is going on, and he's just not telling us. Jacob now replies, he would never do that. No, he wouldn't keep secrets from us. Gabriel then replies, he was not teaching us everything we needed to know. The Force, our combat, everything. Jacob replies back, maybe he was afraid. I don't know. Fable then replies, afraid of what? As it went quiet for a moment. Then Caleb says, failure. Kanan replies, what do you mean? Caleb then says, me, you, us, failing, not being able to do it to the best of our abilities. I believe he trusts us now, all of us, and we must keep it that way. We mustn't let him down. We have to give it our all, no matter what, at all cost. Gabriel then replies, at all cost. The rest chanting together, at all cost. Caleb, wait up, says Kanan. We won't let him down. Caleb replies, that's what I'm afraid of. Kanan says, afraid of what? Caleb replies back, he asked if I remembered the day he found us. Kanan replies back, I actually don't remember that day. I was only 5. Caleb says, I was 8. So I remember it all. Mother and father had just went in to get their credits. They asked if I would stay outside with you. Moments later, bounty hunters went in, and then immediately after, the building was on fire. I was so scared, but I tried to be brave for you, Kanan. I told you everything would be alright. I even said that mother and father would make it out, but they never did. And then, standing beside us was Master Prime. He asked if we knew where our parents was, and I couldn't even talk. I just pointed at the building as the flames grew higher and higher. He just stood there and stared at us, and then the building, and then back at us, and then the building. I believe he knew that they wasn't coming out, and that was it. He took us. From that day on, he took us under his wing, and we've been here ever since. He told me today that the same potential he's seen in me that day, I still have that too. As Caleb was crying, telling Kanan the full backstory, Kanan replies, I've never heard you tell this story. Caleb replied, I felt this was the time. Now you know. The following day, around lunchtime, during lightsaber training, the alarms started going off. Master Prime told everyone, remain calm. It's probably just a false alarm, children. But moments later, the doors blew open, for it was 6 bounty hunters that had broken into the Jedi temple. Master Prime hurried and told the younglings to go to the secret room. As he and the older 5, as we now know them, the High 5, would stay and help Master Prime fight the bounty hunters. 3 of them had jetpacks and was flying around firing their blasters as Master Prime yells out, remember your training. The other 3 hunters had ray-like shields and were now slowly closing in on the High 5. And meanwhile, the 3 flying bounty hunters kept firing on Master Prime, pinning him down on the 2nd floor. Within seconds, Master Prime blocks the blaster shot and sends it right back, hitting one of the hunter's jetpacks, sending him out of control and through the front glass of the Jedi Temple before hitting the ground and exploding. The 3 ray shield hunters pull out an electro staff, for the hunters are trained well as they fight the High Five. It's an all-out battle. Meanwhile, Master Prime blocks another bullet, sending it right back into the second one with a jetpack as he goes down and explodes mid-air, and the flames light up the middle of the Jedi Temple. Caleb says he will take on one, and for the other 4 to team up 2 and 2 for the other 2. As Caleb fights with the hunter, he realizes they have one weakness. With all their armor and shields, they are slow. So he force jumps over the hunter and lands on his 2 feet. And before the hunter can turn around, Caleb puts his lightsaber through his chest and kills him. The other 4 are struggling a bit, fighting from in the front as Caleb jumps over and strikes them both down from behind. Now there is only one left, and Master Prime is blocking his blaster bullets as the High Five look up from the ground level. Master Prime does something his students have never seen from him before, as he runs and force jumps off the platform of the second floor towards the hunter, and in mid-air wields his lightsaber towards him and goes through the hunter's midsection. As the hunter flies out of control just before crashing, Master Prime jumps off of him towards his students, landing firmly on his feet. The High Five force push the hunter back out through the window before his jetpack implodes. Caleb then asks, "Are you all right, Master?" "Yes, I am fine." "Are you boys all right?" Master Prime says. Everyone says yes. Master Prime tells Fable, "It is safe now. Go get the younglings." Caleb says, "Who was those hunters, Master, and what did they want?" Master Prime says, "Know who they are?" "I do. Bounty hunters." "Know what they wanted?" "I do not." Caleb replies, "What will we do about the temple, Master? It will take a lot of work to fix it back." Master Prime replies back, "Do not worry about that. We will rebuild, but we will also need to find out why they came. But for today, training is over. I would like everyone to go to their rooms and get some rest, and we will figure out what we're going to do tomorrow." "Yes, Master." And scene. Guys, that's gonna wrap up part 2 here. And let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. What was your favorite part of the story so far, and mainly here in part 2, and maybe where you'd like to see it go from here and beyond. But once again, if you guys stayed to the end, thank you for watching. As always, please consider subscribing if you're new, and hey, smash that like button if you enjoyed today's video. But I hope to see you guys in part 3 and all our future adventures that will be coming to this channel here on Fable Tales. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and go have yourselves an adventure.